This is the best full-frame mirrorless camera I've ever used for real-world shooting, but let me explain why. I've had the pleasure of putting the Sony Alpha A7 III through its paces, and I'm excited to share my thoughts with you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been carrying the Sony A7 III for about 6 months now, mostly for travel, street, and family photos, and it's replaced 2 older DSLRs in my bag. The first thing that surprised me was how quickly it goes from off to shooting, no waiting, no lag, just point and capture. This has been a game changer for me, especially when it comes to taking candids. I've taken photos in dim restaurants, candid moments at playgrounds, and even quick shots at a friend's wedding reception without having to boost the ISO past 3200. The 24.2MP sensor gives me enough resolution to crop aggressively when I need to, and the 15-stop dynamic range means the highlights in a sunset don't blow out while the shadows still hold detail. One of the things I appreciate about the Sony A7 III is its ability to handle a wide range of lighting conditions. Whether I'm shooting in bright daylight or low-light environments, the camera consistently delivers high-quality images. The dynamic range is particularly impressive, allowing me to capture a wide range of tones and colors in a single shot. I've taken photos of my kids playing in the park on sunny days, and the camera has handled the harsh light with ease. On the other hand, I've also taken photos in low-light environments, such as indoor concerts or evening events, and the camera has performed admirably. The autofocus is what really changed how I shoot. I've got 2 kids who won't sit still, so I rely on continuous AF with human or animal eye tracking. It locks on faster than my old DSLR ever did, even when they're running sideways. I also use the 10 frames per second burst for sports photos at the local park. Mechanical shutter is quiet enough that I'm not drawing attention, and the buffer holds about 80 RAW files before it slows down. This has been a huge improvement over my old camera, which would often struggle to keep up with my kids' antics. Battery life is solid too. I can easily do a full day of family outings on a single charge, which is more than I can say for some mirrorless cameras I've tried. I've taken the camera on trips to the zoo, the park, and even on vacation, and it's never run out of battery on me. This is a huge plus, especially when you're traveling or on the go and don't have access to a charger. Low-light performance is where this camera shines. I've shot concerts from the balcony with ISO 6400 and still gotten usable prints up to 8x10. The base ISO 50 is nice for bright daylight when you want the cleanest files possible, and the uncompressed RAW gives me plenty of latitude in Lightroom. I've been able to push the camera to its limits in low-light environments, and it's consistently delivered high-quality images. The flip-out touchscreen is perfect for waist-level shots or vlogging if you're into that, and the menu system, while deep, is at least logical once you set it up the way you like. I've found that the touchscreen is very intuitive, and it's easy to navigate the menu system once you get used to it. I've also appreciated the ability to customize the camera's settings to my liking, which has allowed me to work more efficiently. I also appreciate the dual SD card slots. One slot can be set for overflow, backup, or separate RAW/JPEG recording. It saved me more than once when I swapped cards mid-shoot and accidentally ejected the wrong one. This feature has given me peace of mind, especially when I'm shooting important events or moments that I don't want to miss. Build quality feels pro, magnesium alloy body, weather sealing, and a deep grip that fits my medium hands without strain. The included NPFZ100 battery is a step up from older Sony models, and I've never had to carry a spare on a day trip. I've been impressed with the camera's build quality, and it feels solid and durable in my hands. The only real downsides I've run into are the menu navigation. It's powerful but can feel overwhelming if you're in a hurry, and the fact that the E-mount lenses aren't always cheaper than DSLR glass. If you're coming from a Canon or Nikon system, the adapter works, but you lose some autofocus speed. Also, the silent shutter can introduce rolling shutter artifacts when panning quickly, so I usually stick to mechanical for anything that moves fast. One thing I've noticed is that the camera's autofocus can be a bit slow in very low-light environments. However, this is a minor quibble, and the camera's overall performance has more than made up for it. I've also found that the camera's video capabilities are excellent, with smooth footage and good audio quality. Overall, though, it's a fantastic all-rounder. Link is below.